Alright, what's cracking like bitches? It's your boy Big Stank, bringing you a TDM from Berlin Wall. For some, I record at a theater mode, in case you guys haven't noticed yet. And for some reason, I don't know if it was because of a host quit or something to that effect. It saved in two different spots in my recent games, so I actually had to take and add the two together. So you'll see a little spot in here, about 2.5 minutes in, where I'm starting to go down the stairwell, and there's a dude standing there. He freezes, and then all of a sudden he disappears, and I go on about my way. So that's just where where I took that bullshit out and just edited the two parts of the same gameplay together. But anyways, I want to do more of a real talk thing with you guys. I know I don't reach a huge audience. I don't get tons of views on my videos and stuff. I'm not a big time commentator. I'm not YouTube famous. But my real talk is for you young men out here. Do not, I repeat, do not have kids with a psycho bitch woman. Just don't do it. Don't do it. If your girl is psycho, do not have a kid with her, because the same shit's gonna happen to you that happens to me. Okay? Because our system, man, our justice system is biased. It's biased towards women. As long as you got a vagina, you can get anything to happen you want to. All right, but as long as you got a set of nuts, you're fucked. Okay, and I'll give you a prime example of that. Let's see, my son has lived with me for 4 years. Okay, he's 8 years old now. He moved in with me when he was 4. Because his mom claimed he was beating her up and shit like that. What a crock of shit, right? But anyways. So he came to live with me since he's been 4. Okay, he's got perfect attendance in school, straight A's. Couldn't ask for a better kid. Smart, loving young. Okay, and then come this past Christmas time, I'd actually called Child Protective Services on my ex-wife. About my daughter. I have 3 kids altogether, but 2 with my ex-wife. I'd called Child Protective Services about my daughter because my ex-wife decided that it was okay to use her personal self, vagina is what I'm talking about, as an educational tool for my daughter, to teach her the whatnots, about it, and then when she came to my house over Christmas break and, she was telling me about it, I was like, whoa, man, this shit is crazy, so I called the police. They told me there's nothing they can do about it because it was her mom. And I called DSS, and they told me there was nothing they could do about that, but then when they went to her house, it was fucking disgusting. So, they called me back, and they said that my kids could not go back there, okay? So, I wound up with my daughter living with me, too. She had been here since, since just before Christmas, mid-December, 17th. Okay, and here I'm a good man. I love my children. I love them with all my heart. I would not trade them for anything in the world. Damn, I would trade their mama for anything, but I would not trade them. But then again, if I traded their mama, I probably wouldn't have the same exact identical kids I have now. So, I guess it's a toss-up. But so not this weekend. Today's Monday. Not this weekend, but the weekend before last. I let them go visit with their mom. And she's starting to get broke, and needing child support money. So she happens to call me up on Sunday, the day that I'm supposed to go pick my kids up, and she says, I just want to let you know you're not getting your kids back. They say that you beat them and you've mentally abused them and you threaten to drop kick them and threaten to put your boot in their ass and all kinds of shit like that. First off, I want to say, what parent has never said, if you don't straighten up, I'm going to put my foot in your ass? Okay? So, but as far as physical abuse, I can't do it. I can't even spank my kids because of the constant allegations I get from my ex-wife. She's accused me of molesting my children on 2 separate occasions. Once I had to go take a lie detector test, which I passed, of course, but they had to ask me all kinds of grotesque, fucked up questions about my kids. And it's just been a hassle. So let me tell you something, guys. I just want to tell y'all, man. If you're gonna have kids, okay, I'm not saying don't have kids. There's nothing in this world better than kids. Nothing in this world better than having children. You know, when you're ready and when you find the right person to do it with. Just please, all I'm gonna say is please, please, please do not ever have kids. You know, with somebody that you don't intend on staying with for the rest of your life. Because you know, you'll wind up in the same boat I'm in. I got no money for a lawyer. So this Friday I got to step into court and defend myself against allegations of child abuse all on my own. You know, I do tend to get a little hot-headed in court. It's hard to keep your cool. You know, when they grill you and you know, say all this stupid ass shit to you. And so you know, that's it, guys. That's my advice. Do not have kids unless you're ready to deal with the consequences. If you're gonna have them with a crazy ass woman. You know, she's called Child Protective Services on me more times than I can count. On my fingers and toes, my girl's fingers and toes, my baby daughter's fingers and toes, and probably most of the people that's gonna listen to this fucking video's fingers and toes. You know, so. This is what I'm telling you guys. If you are gonna fucking have kids with a crazy ass woman, start saving your money. Start saving you a damn bankroll. Okay? Because just as soon as you get the chance, if she's a fucked up piece of shit like my ex-wife is, just as soon as you get the chance, you hire yourself a lawyer and you take your damn kids away from her. Don't fucking put up with that shit. It's absolute craziness, and it's just, you know what I'm saying, my advice to everybody: do not fucking have kids with a crazy ass woman, because you'll wind up in the same kind of predicament that I am in. You know, currently at this moment I risk not being able to see, speak, give birthday gifts or anything to my children for a whole year over a lie, just a straight bullshit ass lie. So anyways, that's just what I want to tell everybody, man. Just fucking don't have kids with crazy people, and if you do, save your fucking money. Alright, peace out, bitches.